how to become a lash tech in 2024, because I feel like y'all are making it more complicated than it needs to be. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabby. I know I have not posted a lot. I'm the owner of Lash and Vogue. We do lashes, teach, mentor, and we have a supply line now that we started in September of 2023. But we're gonna talk about how to become a lash tech in 2024, because I feel like people overcomplicate it and it's not that serious. Like, I literally took a lash class and I was lashing ever since. It's been 6 years. So this is what I would do in 2024 if I wanted to become a lash tech. And while we talk about this, you guys are gonna help me put the labels on my products. So the first thing I would do is, this is kind of simple, take a lash class. Look for somebody that teaches lash classes in your area, or a lash tech that you very much admire and you love their work ethic, you love their brand, and take a lash class. Typically my lash classes are 3 days. Everybody is different for everybody. So everybody doesn't teach 3-day lash classes, but I teach 3-day lash classes and I offer ongoing mentorship with my lash class. So this includes like months and months and months to go. I help you build clientele. I help you with everything, classic, volume. I put all my stuff pretty much together. The only thing that's not included in the classic and volume beginner training is, Wispy sets. And the reason why is because I feel like when I did put it all together, it was just too much for my students to learn. So we did classic and volume, that's our beginner course, and Wispy is our advanced course. So that's the first thing, take a lash class. And I know, like, people are like, okay, take a lash class and then what? Or I took a lash class and then didn't do it. I feel like a lot of times you guys invest in the wrong people. A lot of people are in the lash industry just for the money, and I mean, if they are, that's fine, it works for them, but make sure you're investing in the right person. Like, for example, don't take a lash class with somebody that's not fucking lashing. Like, I feel like that's simple, and I feel like y'all do that sometimes, and then you're like, well, I didn't learn nothing, or I didn't get ongoing mentorship. Yeah, she barely lashes. Like, that's not what she does even full time. Invest in a company that you love and take a class with that company. A side note, look how freaking cute our lash bath is. Can y'all see it? Period. So cute. I love it. Okay, so take your lash class. If you cannot afford to take a lash class, I definitely understand. Before I started doing lashes, I didn't have, my classes are $2,500. Yes, I didn't have $2,500 before I started doing lashes to just drop on a lash class. So this is what I recommend. We have our training kit with our beginner's manual that goes over everything lashes. So everything we teach in the class is literally in that manual. If you feel like you cannot invest in a course right away, invest in our training kit and our manual. It's so much cheaper than the lash class. And honestly, if you read it and watch our content videos, you'll get it down, because we literally post content on isolation, fanning, everything you need to know as a beginner lash tech we post about. So if you feel like, you know what, I don't have the $2,500 to take a class, that's completely fine. Just invest in a training kit and manual. There's literally so many ebooks also that you guys can invest in that are not even ours, that will literally help you with your lash journey if you feel like you cannot invest in a class at this moment. I will say though, one thing I do recommend is start saving for a class. But if you're eager to start lashing now, that's an option. Another thing too I would recommend you guys to do is get on TikTok, get on YouTube, get on Instagram, and start following these lash brands, because so many of us, and I'm not just talking about myself, I'm talking about my colleagues, my lash friends, whatever that you want to call them, we all post tips for beginner artists, aspiring artists. So take advantage of all of that content that we post and use that to start your lash business, because we all literally, I have so many lash friends that's literally all we do is post content for you guys, people that want to become a lash artist. So that's another option you can do. So our beginner training kit has enough product in it for you to complete like 20 to 30 full sets, literally. There's that much product in it. So you can invest in that training kit because you'll have all the supplies you need along with the manual. You can follow the manual step by step. When you're practicing, it comes with the practice mannequin, 3 layers, so it's very realistic to a real person's eye. That is like the most, we have pretty much the most realistic mannequin in the industry. Okay, third tip I'm going to give you guys: wait on the legal stuff. And I might get some backlash for this, but hear me out, y'all. How many people have taken a lash class and then been like, yeah, I don't really want to do this? Imagine if you do all the legal stuff right away and just waste your fucking money off of something you don't really want to do. And along with legal stuff, every state is different, but I like to tell y'all, take a lash class first. And the reason why is because lash classes are cheaper than tuition for beauty school. And if you want to go to school for lashes, 9 times out of 10 they do not teach lashes in beauty school. And then also, what if you don't like it? If you don't like it, it's literally almost like a waste of money. And I would rather you waste $2,500 than $10,000 to $20,000 on beauty school. And then they don't even teach you lashes, so then you still have to go and take a lash class after that. So I would say just wait, take a lash class first, or invest in your training manual and your kit first and see if you like it. And I know I'm probably gonna get backlash for this, but you guys, I've been in the industry for 6 years. I've been a business owner for 6 years, and I would say 5, because the first year I did not register my lash business, but that's because I literally was treating it as a side hustle. And legally, you don't have to register your business within the first year of you starting it. I don't know if y'all knew that, but now y'all know. So I would say just wait on it to see how you like it, how your business is going, and then go further with the legal stuff. Once you know, okay, this is something I'm probably going to be doing, I got a clientele, I'm literally thinking about quitting my job. When you're thinking about quitting your job, that's when I think y'all should be like, okay, let me get my legal stuff together. That's when you should think like, okay, let me get my legal stuff together. Or if you're like moving from like home base to going to a salon or something like that, then most places will require you to kind of have all your legal stuff together. Like, I know when I was in the salon suite, she did require me to have my esthetician license. Even though I was only doing lash extensions in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, or in Wisconsin, the state of Wisconsin, you don't need your esthetician license. She still required it just because that was her requirement at her salon suites. And I had to have like my insurance and my business registered and all that kind of stuff, because she rented the suite, so it's like she's renting it to the business. So I feel like that's the time when you should probably start getting your legal stuff situated in the back end, but not right away, not when you're working from home. Another thing too, people don't talk about, because they always say like, oh, you don't even have a business, you're not even licensed. Y'all, there's so much money and fees you have to pay when you actually have a registered business. So wait, do not put your business in debt before you even start making money. Please, please, please take my advice. Do not put your business in debt just before you start making money, just to make other people happy, because at the end of the day, you're going to be good. And what if you don't like it? What if you're like, okay, this is really just side hustle, I'm gonna go back to work, I'm gonna go back to school, I don't really like lashes. It's like you're spending so much money for no reason. So don't worry about the legal stuff yet. Wait at least like a year to make sure like, okay, this is something I want to do full time, this is something I'm really into, before you jump into adding all that legal stuff on your something I want to add to, when I started lashing, I was lashing at home for 9 months. So I would say it took me probably like 9 months. Well, okay, backtrack. I took my lash class April. I started actually taking clients in August at home, and then May is when I moved to my salon that I was working out of. Not my salon, but a salon in my city. So I would say I worked from home pretty much for like 9 months, and then I was a full-time lash tech ever since then, and I've been a full-time lash tech since then. So it's okay to be home-based, and I have students that are home-based. I have girls that have been home-based literally like their whole career, and that's fine. I honestly do recommend you being home-based for a little bit to save money, because having a business, it does take a lot. It's a big investment. And also I would say, once you leave from being home-based, try to jump into more of like a salon setting to test it out, or a salon suite where you can, like, you know, just have other people, other beauty professionals to be around, where you can ask for their advice. I wouldn't recommend just going like solo, getting your own storefront or anything like that right away. Try to be around other beauty professionals, because there is like so much kind of, how do I say it, like leverage almost. Like you can ask them questions, you're gonna have somebody to go to. Even though you're working alone, you guys are kind of all there for each other, at least, well, I hope you guys would be, compared to like if you're in your own storefront and suddenly like you have no clue, you have nobody to go to. The beauty industry can get lonely if you're not working with somebody, especially at the beginning. So I would recommend go from home to a salon suite or a salon in your area, and then after you have the experience, branch off. It's also really important to build your clientele before you branch off, like before you go full-time. When I quit my job and went full-time, I was pretty much making my 2-week paycheck in 1 week. So that's how I was measuring like how I'm gonna have enough money, how I'm gonna make this work. I was making my 2-week paycheck in 1 week. So I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna be able to buy product, pay my bills, and I'm gonna be good. And I was also lashing pretty much every day during the week after work and all weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, pretty much all day, I would have 3 to 5 clients a day, and this was all at home. So that's when I decided like, okay, I should probably quit my job and I should probably do this full time, just because it became too overwhelming and it was a lot to manage both. And then I also was thinking about like starting to teach and stuff too. I definitely started teaching way too early, but it was just like the demand was there. So I was like, okay, why not? So that's something to think about too before you go full time in your beauty business. Okay, now after you got your kit and your manual, or after you took your lash class, I want you to take models. Practice on your mannequin. I tell my students to practice for at least an hour a day. And I know that sounds like a lot, but if this is what you want, this is literally somebody's career. So if you want this to be your career, or even like something you're gonna make money from, you have to practice to put time in. That's just with anything. So practice for at least an hour a day on your mannequin. Practice making your fans mainly. I feel like that is like the biggest thing, making your fans. And isolation also, I feel like, is a big thing that people struggle with. But practice making your fans, practice isolating, practice on your mannequin every day. Like, you don't have to do a whole full set on your mannequin every day, but pick up them tweezers every day, because you will develop muscle memory, and honestly, you will get your speed down quicker than most. I feel like a lot of people struggle with that 4 to 5 hour time frame because they're not practicing every day and putting in the time. So you want to make sure you practice every day. And then along with that, you really want to get into social media and marketing. Social media is literally taking over everybody's business, and it's helping them grow like crazy. So if you're not on social media, I definitely recommend you get on it. I have a Lash page, TikTok page, and all that good stuff, website, all that stuff for my business. And honestly, when I first started, I had a Lash page on Instagram for my business. Since I started lashing, it just made sense because people are literally going to go to your page. It's your portfolio, it's your magazine. People are going to go to your page to see what you do, to see your services, to see, okay, how does her work look before I want to book her. So definitely make you a lash page. Even if you're not a TikTok girly, even though I recommend you start getting on TikTok, start getting on YouTube, at least make an Instagram page, because people are going to want to see your work. It's literally going to be a portfolio of your work. So make sure you separate Instagram and personal and post on there. And if you're struggling with what to post, literally post yourself practicing on your mannequin. So many of my girls tell me like, Gabby, I don't know what to post, or I don't have no clients so I can post. That's just an excuse. And if you make excuses in the beauty industry, you're literally going to get nowhere. Post your practicing, post your products you're using so other brands can repost you. Post you getting your packages, because that will also help, like, you know, you get awareness, and other brands will kind of start looking like, okay, so posted her, what does she do, how does her work look? But yeah, get on social media, you guys, because that is gonna be literally a magazine just showcasing your work at all times. So definitely get on social media. I recommend you try to be as active as possible on that page. I would even go follow people from your city from that page. Like, don't worry about, oh my gosh, I'm following so many people. Literally go follow different people that you know that like lashes. Follow people from your family that you know are going to be interested in beauty stuff. Have your friends, ask them like, hey, can you repost my lash page? That's another thing. I feel like a lot of people be like, my friends and family don't support me. Do y'all ask? Let's talk about it. But yeah, definitely get comfortable with social media, because that is how you're going to get your clients. A lot of my clients always come from Instagram. Even though I don't take new clients anymore, a lot of my clients come from Instagram. So I would say that is the best way to kind of get yourself out there if you offer a service. Also, referrals is going to be a really big way. So I would say try to like brainstorm an incentive for your clients and say like, hey, if you refer this person, or if you do this, you'll get this much off, and they'll get this much off. Because referrals is going to be one of the biggest ways you're going to grow your clientele. And I feel like that was kind of what worked for me. I was literally a year into lashing and I had a full clientele. It only took me 2 to 3 months since I went like part-time to full-time to get a full clientele and start making literally $8,000 to $10,000 a month. So it's possible. All you have to do is put the time in. Okay, let me check my notes before I conclude this video, because I think I went over everything, but let's see. Oh no, I didn't go over equipment that you'll need. So one thing I do recommend that you do is invest in the equipment that you use for your clients. So along with, say you're not ready to take a lash class but you want to start practicing, you get a kit, you get your manual in the kit. You want to invest at least in your chair that you're sitting in, because you don't want to throw your back out. You want to invest in the table that your clients are laying on. A lot of people get their massage table from Amazon and then just put memory foam, the leg support thing. Make sure you just stock up on like stuff like that and make it really comfortable. Another big thing that I feel like a lot of people kind of don't think about is lighting. Lighting is going to be most important, you guys. Your clients' comfort, yes, but lighting for you is going to be very important. Like, I would put lighting over the chair that you use, honestly, because if you cannot see the lashes, they're so tiny, you need to be able to see them to isolate them and place your lash correctly. So definitely invest in good lighting. Yeah, but I think that's it for this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you're a lash tech or where you are. If you're a lash tech, where are you in your journey? And if you're an aspiring lash tech, let us know what you guys think about our training kits, our manuals, and what you're planning to do in 2024 to start your business, because baby, we're already 4 months in. So yeah, you got to get on it. And of course, make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram. All of our TikToks are at lashandvogue_, and Instagram lashandvogue_. I'll link them down below. But make sure you guys follow us and let us know what you want to see in the next video. Love y'all.